This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, ho there. Jeff Curdon will welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe on this day. And on this day, December the 27th, in the year 2000, a hockey legend decided to unretire for the good of his team. That being Mario Lemieux. Now, I did a Mario Lemieux birthday boy thing, sharing it with my idol Patrick Waugh on October 5th. And normally, if I do a birthday boy on somebody, I can't really do an on this day about that person. Like afterwards, but, since Lemieux shared with Waugh, and I did the Ricky Henderson one where she shared an on this day with Nolan Ryan, I gotta give him some proper context. Anyhow, might I say that Mario Lemieux was an icon. Pittsburgh really sucked. And yes, Pittsburgh tanked to get Mario Lemieux because they were in a turtle derby, if you will, with the New Jersey Devils. And the draft lottery was not invented for 11 years in the NHL. So Pittsburgh got Mario Lemieux, but Lemieux was not happy about how much money he was going to get. So he held out. He didn't wear the sweater during the entry draft. Pathetic. But they all made good and all that. Lemieux knew his God-given abilities, even though that he did score in the very highly offensive-minded Quebec Junior Hockey League. So anyhow, Mario Lemieux did his best, and he gave Pittsburgh some very good moments. Unfortunately, not all the moments were good. Sorry about that. But anyway, Pittsburgh slowly got to be a contender. In 1991, they pulled off a massive rabbit in the hat. Third in their division, not really expected to do well in the playoffs. They shocked everyone by getting through the New Jersey Devils, although it took a Game 7 glove saved by Frank Pietrangelo off of Peter Stastny for the Penguins to beat the Devils in the first round. Second round, the Penguins took care of the Capitals, if every serves me right. Yeah, and then they got Boston and Minnesota to win the cup. Lemieux won the second cup. Mario Lemieux had troubles with his back. So painful that someone else had to tie his skate laces for him. Worst of all for Mario is that he had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and had to miss some time during the NHL, the 92-93 season. He could have played in the All-Star game in his hometown of Montreal, but he couldn't. But he still got his sweater, and the fans gave him a massive standing ovation. Anyway, Lemieux came back from his radiation treatments and pulled on a magical scoring run that got him the scoring title. He was trailing by as much as 17 points in the scoring race, but he not only took the scoring race away from Pat LaFontaine, he beat him by 12 points. Amazing. So anyway, Pittsburgh could have won a third straight Stanley Cup, but those pesky Oilers and David Follett. I think Pittsburgh probably would have won the Stanley Cup. It would have been nice to see a Gretzky-Lemieux Stanley Cup final, as Pittsburgh probably would have beaten Montreal in the conference finals. Just saying. Anyway, so Pittsburgh aside, Pittsburgh had troubles. Lemieux retired for a year, for 94-95. Took a year off in 94-95 because of all the obstruction shit that was going on with him. 97, he said enough was enough and decided to retire for good, and got a lot of standing ovations. And he was out of the limelight. However, he became part owner of the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they were not doing so well financially and all that. The rumor was Pittsburgh was going to move to another city. However, Lemieux decided to come back onto the ice and help his team out. There were rumors that Lemieux was attempting a comeback by 2000, and Nike and Lemieux would be endorsing their line of footwear and all that. Lemieux, he said that part of his reason was because his only son, Austin, wanted to see his father play. It's Austin, who was 4 years old. So he returned to the NHL against the Leafs on December 27, 2000. The game was on ESPN2 and Hockey Night in Canada. And Lemieux helped the Penguins win the game 4-0. And more so than that, he scored a goal and 2 assists. It was amazing what he did against the Leafs and Cujo. Of course, as a Leaf fan, I'm pissed off, but I mean, Mario Lemieux was an icon. Lemieux would score 76 points in only 43 games. So imagine, I think Lemieux definitely would have been a 100-point scorer if he played in every one of the 82 games. Holy smokes. I think he probably would have gotten 110, 112 points. This was amazing. Lemieux somehow, in some way, even though he missed the first few months of the 2000-01 season, he actually was a finalist for the Hart Trophy and the Lester B. Pearson. He didn't get it, but I mean, crazy. But Lemieux wouldn't stop there. Lemieux would actually help the Penguins shock everyone by getting to the conference finals, taking down Washington and Buffalo, who were higher seeded than Pittsburgh. The Penguins would lose to the Devils, but still, I mean, to pull off a comeback like a player comeback like him and almost get to the Stanley Cup Finals, where he would have faced Patrick Roy, and we would have seen the Lemieux versus Roy playoff series that we never did. It was hard pressed. It was amazing for Pittsburgh and all of that. Injuries would plague Mario Lemieux. Yeah, you got hurt. He did play in the 2002 Olympics, getting a gold medal for Canada, but still, Lemieux obviously had his problems with playing wise. I mean, he isn't a young man. He retired at the age of 39 back in 2006. So his second comeback was 6 years. Not bad. But I think Mario Lemieux is a great player and all that. But, you know, he had a God given ability. And if injuries didn't ruin him, I think he would have been up there with Gretzky as the top player, greatest player in NHL history. I think he's decent and all that, but he plays center like Wayne Gretzky. He'll never be the greatest center in NHL history. But I think he's like third or fourth. And that's no bull. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.